So in the earlier video you may have seen, I said we're going to go over to Zillow and figure out how to figure out who the listing agent is. I've done this before, but we'll do it quickly. But let me just pick Carlsbad. I'm doing this in the incognito mode because Zillow knows I'm a real estate agent and they'd be pitching stuff to me, so it wouldn't be as useful to you. But I think it's going to be pretty much the same experience. And I'll just click on the first home because I think that this should be a reasonable experience. I haven't done this in months. So this will be, this is like a live training, and we're looking for the listing. Let's say you like the house, you're interested in seeing it. One, don't agree to see it with anybody until you get these questions answered, and I'll tell you why you're going to want to work with the listing agent anyway. But let's say you're interested in this property. It tells you there's an estimate there. It's right on it. So that's cool for now. I mean, it's a low inventory market. You like what's going on, and then it says tour with a buyer's agent. No, I'm a real estate attorney and a broker. I have sold hundreds of homes. As a broker, I'm telling you right now, the worst thing you can do is start working with a buyer's agent in the beginning, because at the very least, you want to maintain control of procuring costs so you can get the leverage you want to get the home at the price you want to get those great homes, or to share in some of the buyer's agent commission so you can get that floor put in that you wanted. So there's no reason to surrender to a buyer to see a property with a buyer's agent in the beginning, even if you don't know the area. There'll be plenty of time to do that in the method that I'm going to teach you today, which is we can either call it the winnerscheck.com method, which it's not there yet, or the bypass the buyer's agent method, which it will be there, bypassthebuyer'sagent.com. Again, I'm an attorney. This is coming from an attorney and someone who sold, as a broker, I've probably sold over 150 homes. I've also worked with some buyers, but mostly sellers, and I've also sold a lot of fixer-uppers. I'm going to teach you exactly what professional buyers do. And they do sometimes surrender, even though they have licenses, their commissions to become the winners. And I'm going to talk about leveraging the buyer's agent commission to be the winning bidder on the homes of your dreams. Because the homes of your dreams are going to the listing agent's clients. The fixer-uppers are going to the listing agent's clients the majority of times. The people who are getting a great deal are frequently getting because the listing agent's helping them get that great deal. Buyer's agents, I don't know, what do they do anymore? They used to have access to the prices, the history of prices, they'd help you with pricing, and they'd tell you where the home's for sale, and they'd get you access. Well, you can do all those things without them now. And, if you need to have a contract review, even if you're not working with me, you can pay a lawyer a few $100 to review a contract. I'm going to tell you right now, let's just knock this one out. Whether you're using the buyer's agents inspectors or the listing agents inspectors, I don't think even matters. What you need to do is be the one calling the inspectors so they have the relationship with you. You don't want their agents getting in the you want them to explain their reports to you. You want to see their reports first before you share them with your buyer's agent or the listing agent, if the listing agent's representing you. So there's not much that makes sense to have a buyer's agent help you unless you are coming in for the weekend and you have to buy a tremendous home. And let's say it's a multi-million-dollar home where the prices are very subjective and you are working with the very best agent in the area who understands golf course properties or the ocean homes and has the portfolio of sales to prove it to you. And again, I'd love to help you find that agent too if you need help doing that, but that's for another story. So here we go. You're not going to work with a buyer's agent, but in this case, they put Robert may be paying, because that's pretty high up on the list, at least based on my past experience, to know where the listing agent is. So right now you're going to be looking for Robert's name down here, because maybe you'll still get the contact information from Robert down here when they talk about agents again. You don't want to contact, I have no idea who this agent is. If the listing agent's paying for leads, maybe it will be directly the agent. Contact the agent, I don't know what that means. I like seller's agent, Robert Lorito, and I just call Robert, right? Just like, I actually know some of these agents, and if they're a listing agent, I'd give them a call. But I also know some of those agents have teams, and I don't want to be talking with someone in Robert Lorito's office. I want to talk with Robert. If I'm going to tell you right now, as a listing agent, when I have one of those homes, that's one of the real winners in a neighborhood, usually because they're over improved for the area. Someone spent $300,000 on a pool when normally people only spend $60,000, $80,000, $100,000 on a pool. Someone's backyard is outside. Someone's views are incredible. Someone's fixed up the inside of their house with, at one point, I saw like 7 coats from an Italian artist, 7 coats of paint. I mean, they're never going to get their money back on that, but it does add value. People walk in and are blown away. So if they can pay top of the market for that, they're still getting a value. When you have those kind of properties as a listing agent, you know you're going to be getting calls from agents trying to buy for themselves, the smart local agents who are going to try to buy for their clients. You're going to have buyers. Everyone has buyers calling up now because all the buyers, a lot of buyers who lose out multiple offers know they need to call the listing agent directly. So, boom, that's what's happening. You want to be dealing with Robert, not anyone in his office, Robert directly. If someone calls, answers the phone and says, well, I work on MRH, you're like, I have questions that really only Robert can answer. I'm a very serious buyer. I'm pre-approved. I'm ready to go. I've been looking in the area. I could be the buyer in this home. I'd like to speak with Robert. I know that's, just do it nicely. Now, Robert gets on the phone. Hey, Robert, you just tell him you've developed your rapport. You're like, Robert, I have a few questions because I'd like to make sure if I see this home, I'm going to buy this home and I want to make sure you can help me do it. So before I spin any more of your wheels, can I ask you a few questions? 1, do you have any offers right now? Are you representing any of those offers? Are any of the people you've shown the property or any other buyers are you expecting offers to come in? Now, okay, great. Or how strong are those offers? Are any of them at the listing price right now? Are they close? I know that you probably shouldn't discuss it with the seller, but look, I'll tell you what. If we'll come back to that in a second, but let me just say that I'm very interested in this property. Now, if I'm currently working with a buyer's agent or a referral service, but if it sounds like I probably would want to work with you. If I'm working with you, what are my chances of actually getting this property? Because I'm very, very interested in pending my coming to see it. But I have the money. I'll be able to outbid those other people if I think the home's worth it. And that's So do you already think the home's worth it? Where this is where you're developing that conversation and the rapport. You've asked the questions. You've asked them. You've tried to position them and say, okay, well, here's the deal, Robert. I think I should probably come see the property today or tomorrow. Now, can you make sure that the seller doesn't accept any offers, or if they're about to, could you draft one up for me and put it in there so they can take a look at it, and then I'll come and sign it while we're seeing the property today? I mean, these are you're going to be making those decisions on the fly. And then here's the final one. This is the one that even some buyer's agents I represented once on a great property in Carlsbad. I represented a property, and I think we actually accepted the offer from another agent, but no, I think we were in the negotiation process, and I was just representing them at that point in time. But he knew lots of people were seeing the property because he lived in the area, and he's like, "You can go ahead and keep the commission, John. I'm not going to look for the commission, even though I'm an agent." When fixer-upper people are looking at properties and they know I've already got offers, they say, you can represent me all the time. Some just call up right away and say, you can represent me. But doing that, how am I going to get this property? So your job is to leverage the buyer's agent's commission, the buyer's agent's representation in order to buy that property. Now, some of you, this was that clicked and you're now right over the hump. You understand how it works, that you do need to get that rapport going with the listing agent, and you know the questions, you know how to build rapport because you're an experienced buyer and you're good. And then I think your next threshold is, well, what happens if you think you should be able to keep some of the property? Let me just say from my experience, I have a story for it. When I was buying a property in Florida and I wasn't licensed there, do not think that you can get the listing agent to show you the property and then you can negotiate back some of that buyer's agent's commission. That is a mistake. Once an agent, whether it's the buyer's agent or listing agent, knows that they've shown you the property, they are pretty much locked in as procuring cause. So I have developed, in response to that need and understanding, I have developed a concept called revocable agency, where you can, if it's in California, you can say I'm being represented by I'll go over the training. That's what are possible. But with revocable agency, you'll be able to leverage the buyer's agent's commissions or the referral commissions to get that agent to do what you want. Now, that may be to become the winning bidder in a serious competition. It may be to pitch in some of your commissions towards the price of the property so you can be the winning bidder. And it may be that you'll leverage my revocable agency with you to have some of the listing agents, the buyer's agent's commissions sent to my brokerage. And then we'll share in those fees, and you'll automatic. And I'll make sure that money's credited to you at closing, because I don't want to try to collect money after closing. I've heard all the stories about, well, it's not in writing, so my broker can't do it, or my broker's going to have to send it to national, and then they're going to take out 20% there, and it gets reduced. So, it would be, if you're working with me, if you elect not to rescind our revocable agency, but continue with it, I have a whole program for that. We'll be in the phone and, be working together. But at the same time, you're going to have the flexibility to say, look, I'm going to have this listing agent represent me. I'm going to text John and say, agency's over. I'm going to get a response from the text. Don't worry, I don't represent you anymore. You can show that to the listing agent. And the listing agent can take over. Boom. And you'll get the property on the terms that you just leveraged. You just exchanged the buyer's agent's commission to get that listing agent to do what you want to do. You put them on your team. They're not just looking at you, hey, I've got 5 buyers, I'll just pick this one, I'm totally in control. You're going to get what you need out of it by using revocable agency. So if you want to, I'm going to explain a little bit more in writing below. You can sign up right here if you're seeing this at buyersagentbypass.com, or eventually it'll be at winnerscheck.com, but it's not there right now. Buyersagentbypass.com. Just you look below this video and sign up. I can tell you right now, while you're seeing this video, that I plan to have a course that's going to be $997. I don't have that course yet. So I'm going to be working with you personally. We'll be on the phone. We'll have group coaching. We'll help you develop your rapport. We'll help you develop your questions. And we'll show you how to leverage the revocable agency to purchase those homes that are so hard to buy, that are in competition, those over-improved homes, the best homes in the neighborhood, the homes that everyone knows is good value, the fixer-uppers, the investment properties. We're going to show you how to use revocable agency to be very successful. And this price is going to be so low that what I will expect is I am going to ask that if you're successful, you give me either a video or a written, it's very simple, 30-second or less testimonial. But that is what, when we put this together, we're going to put in the content that we've created in the group coaching sessions, and maybe in the one-on-one if you don't mind Zoom calls and you don't mind that, or if it's just be personal, we'll do that. I'm going to make sure that you succeed as best you can on each deal. And if it works for you, I will ask for a testimonial exchange. So I look forward to working with you. Hopefully this is exactly what you're looking for. Some of you, it sounds like more work, but if you want great homes, you've got to call the listing agent first. You can then go to the buyer's agents to help you, but you got to make those calls right away. You need to develop that rapport. The listing agent needs to know who you are. There's other reasons. Like when I'm talking to buyer's agents and lenders, I don't really know the buyer. I don't know that they're performing. I don't trust buyers. Lenders frequently tell you only on the last 48 hours that, hey, we're having quality, it went through quality check and now we've got issues and the money's not going to be there. So I'm never able, when I'm working with a buyer who's got a separate agent, I'm never able to tell my clients, hey, this is a done deal, or odds are this is going to close, so go ahead, purchase that vacation, pay cash for that other, or, go to contract on that other home. Whereas if I'm talking to a lender and I see my client, I know they really have the cash, even if they don't lend. I mean, when I'm in control, it's so much better for my clients. So that's how it works. Good talking with you. Hopefully I can help you succeed in this very, very competitive low inventory market. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.